I think salvation, when I hear that word, what comes to my mind is someone or something being saved from an inevitable fate, typically a bad fate. I was born into sin, and the fate that I had was death. And so when I met Jesus, when he came into my life, I was saved from that inevitable fate. But it's a continuous process of being saved, of being changed, and continually being saved from my bad decisions. I, in my own self, will destroy myself. But God comes in and he saves me from myself to be like him. And it's not a removal from myself, but it's a movement towards him and more like him. And there have been moments in my life, and it's something that happens every day, and I realize moments every day that I'm being saved, where, wow, my mindset was really wrong, or I acted wrong, or I did something wrong. And in that moment, there's salvation that has come to me, that saved me from an inevitable circumstance that I was moving towards. And been key moments in my life when God came in and thwarted what I would consider a big result, a big bad thing that would happen to me. The first one that comes to my mind as an example is when I was, I think I was 12, whatever you are in 8th grade. I wanted to pursue sports, and I was in this Christian school. Particularly, I wanted to pursue football. And Mom gave me the option. She said, well, you can go to the public school. I'll support you in that. But I'll just leave the decision to you. And somehow, as much as I desired to do that, I knew in God that if I did that, the end result was going to be death for me. Not that it is for everybody playing football. Football has nothing to do with it. But somehow I knew I needed to be in this place at this time. And it wasn't a knowledge that I had of myself. It was a knowledge that he gave me. And he came in to my mind and to my heart as a 12-year-old. And I don't attribute that as the salvation, the main salvation act in my own life. But that's one moment where I remember God said to me, no, we need to go this way. And I look back on that, and knowing the kind of person that I am, I can see an end result that may have happened, or likely would have happened, that I was saved from. And it's been big events like that, contemplating changes that were not right in God, but somehow he always came through, and he always came and spoke to me. And he elicits our own will. He never forces his salvation upon us, but he elicits our own will. I still had the choice. God never said, hey, you can't go this way. He said, no, you can still go this way, but you need to go this way. And so I had to consciously decide, but God always steps in with salvation, and he always brings it to us. So when we see Jesus on the cross, and the salvation that came in that moment, it's up to us to come underneath that. It's up to us to choose that way of salvation. Because when we're not in that, the end result's death. The end result is an inevitable fate. But he gives us the opportunity to come into salvation and to come into his life and be saved.